This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri.
March 15th, my first day putting on a little bit of ammonia. Tried it right here, right next to nutrient in case I had any trouble. Did have one slight problem with our winch setup that we use to winch the tanks onto the barn. Otherwise, actually has gone pretty decent. The ground is aired off pretty decent as the day has gone by. It started out there this morning. It was not wet, not dry. The farm I'm on dries pretty well. It's pretty forgiving soil. So I want to come out and get the first day in, make sure everything works right. Talk about rain tomorrow. Got our usual setup. The Dalton toolbar 21 knife and the 9.510R. Long way to go, just getting started. March 20th, 2023. The day my iPhone 13 ceased to exist. Fell off my belt clip and then it got ran over. So there was no fixing this one. Bent in pieces, screen broke off of it. So now I have an iPhone 14. Heading to Hamilton. Sullivan's had a sale Monday, Tuesday. What do we buy this time? Is it old? Is it new? In between? Gonna find out. Yeah, this one I came after. 2006 8230. Primarily praying for this is put it on our brush hog. Don't really like using our nicer tractors, bigger tractors, and scratching them up, ruining tires just to mow. So try to get something a little bit older, a few more hours. Actually, it's a really nice looking tractor. Other than the hood, I mean, the rims are still really yellow. Paint looks good, otherwise super clean inside.
Those of you that are involved with livestock production know what this is. And you probably also know what this thing that moves is. Somebody is excited because somebody is hungry. Hey. So this calf, I know some people on the last video wanted to know what the story here was. So this is another classic scenario of my dad not being able to tell my little sister no. So this is Oreo, the calf. There's my mom. Mom grew up on a beef farm in West Central Illinois, so this is right up her alley. And I guess we're gonna have a cow now.
Yes, we are.
But you know, she's really not that bad. But we should have gotten two because she gets kind of lonely in here. But she'll be okay. Hello, cow.
Yeah, I had this tractor here less than 24 hours. And Rob's right trying to work his magic here. See if we can't repair these cracks. Oh, wrong way. We're still wrong way. Can't repair these cracks in this hood enough to make it get by a little bit longer. Hood's kind of expensive. We don't really need it to be new, so we get by with repairing it, get it to hold. We'll put new decals on it. Be in good shape then on this tractor. This tractor does have really good rubber on it. I'd say hadn't really probably been on there a really long time. Rear tire's really good. They're a Michelin tire. Otherwise, got a little messy coming home last night. It was kind of misty, drizzly. I did notice this tractor doesn't have a bunch of lights around the cab. So it doesn't have the deluxe package for lighting. That's our rear wheel weights. Not weighted down super heavy, but again, we're not gonna be using it for anything. Pulling hard, pulling the mower, maybe the disc a little bit. When we're discing up places we've been clearing, things like that. Otherwise though, I mean, look at these rims for a 2006 tractor. They're really nice and yellow. And we also have the super cool chrome straight pipe. Actually not so far from what I've seen, not as loud as you think it might be. Might get her wound up wide open all day long. It might be loud, we'll find out.
Mom and I finished feeding the bottle baby, and now I just went to Mimi's, obviously, and they had some special drink for Elton John's birthday. And as much as I enjoy an Elton John tune, I don't think I'm going to change my order because of that. But so today, I'm going to go to the Young Farmers Auction. There's like 1.5 things that I'm kind of like passively interested in, but I just spent a bunch of money on things that have barrels and go bang. So I don't think I'm going to be buying anything huge today. Okay, auction update. The only thing I bought was a lunch, so it was a successful auction. They really didn't have much up there. I think there was more people with trailers than there was things that they were selling that could go on a trailer. But last year, the Young Farmers Auction was there's actually quite a bit of stuff there. The year before last, too. And Dad and I kind of decided today we're going to get the duals on the 4320. This is round 2. So we're going to fire it up, and we'll take it over to the old house, or to the new house, and see what we can do. Please start. Please start. It's like 50 degrees today. I think it can do it. I swear. So, 4320, not cooperating today. So I'm going to go back, grab the battery charger, and zap it. Is essentially what it's going to come down to. May check the alternator once I get it back to the house and see if that's not functioning, or maybe it could be batteries. I really don't know. Okay, you better start now. Got the battery charger on it. Wow. Oh, that took way more effort than it should have, but it does run. There, somebody wanted some coal rolling action, so we'll get out here on the highway and we'll roll some coal. Okay, we have one dual on off camera because we didn't know how to do it, but we ran into a problem. You see, not all these studs are very long, so we're gonna go to Farm and Home and see if I can find longer ones. Here's a sneak peek of a dualed up 4320. No luck at Farm and Home. Luckily, Tractor Supply is like a quarter of a mile away, so we'll hit that, and then if we don't find anything there, I guess the duals will have to wait until Monday. Well, this was a lot easier the second time than it was the first time. Still don't have the right length studs, but we'll make it work for now. Well, I went to start it again, and same deal. Nothing. Got the fluke meter out and touched the red one to the post on the starter and the black one to the post on the battery, reading like 9.5. So I believe the alternator is not doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to take this back over to the other house, drop the cultivator outside, and then park this in an accessible place so that I can address this on Monday when things open up. Because, believe it or not, on a Saturday night at about 5 o'clock, you can't get anything anywhere. Oh, I definitely like having duals. This thing is way more stable. I like this. I like this a lot. Hello, animals. Maybelle, the puppy dog, and Quandale Dingle, the cat. Come here, Quandale. Okay, well, that wasn't too hard. Got the alternator pulled off 730, and it's sitting in the back of my pickup right now. And now I'm going to go take the one off of 4320 And I think that tomorrow I'm gonna run some hydraulic cylinders down to Mexico to Asdel's and have those either have them piece me together a kit to do it, or just have them do it themselves, because they're already gonna have them apart to figure out what they need for the kit. But things are coming together today, very slowly but surely. Okay, that was really easy. Take a nut off right here, disconnect that, take this bolt out. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and take this one out. And here's our parts. I will be putting the shield back on because I think it looks cool. Yeah. Seeing as it is Sunday, nobody's open and carrying this kind of stuff, so it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Okay, story time. So for months, my 1/2-inch stubby ratcheting wrench has been missing. However, I'm walking around the disc in the 7020 right now. I see something shiny on the gravel catch my eye. So I'm walking along and lo and behold, there she be. It's as beautiful as the day I lost it. Really? A nail? Who done this? Who thought this was a good idea? Gosh darn it. There's some kind of woodland critter back in here. What to do with this bandit-faced scoundrel? I don't know. I can promise you that this will be resolved peacefully and without conflict. Now, periodically I'll look in the lot here at Handle Tractor, and today I noticed something. It's just kind of odd. One of you bozos bought a brand new Kinsey 3005 611 split row planter. You know, I want to be a hater, but I just can't, because I'm actually kind of jealous, because I'd really like to have one of these too. However, I don't have like 40 grand to spend on a 6-row planter. So, maybe someday. Someday if I'm ever a rich farmer with some money to blow, I can afford that. But I'm just a poor Missouri farmer trying to make a living. I'm just leaving Mexico. I had a very important meeting this morning in Mexico, and I also dropped off 9 hydraulic cylinders at Asdel, and they told me end of this week, first of next week, so I'll just have to go home and find a different hydraulic cylinder to use on my planter for the time being. I don't intend to use the disc, but I might have to use it for some of my stuff. I don't know yet, but I also just kind of want to play around with it. So anyways, I'm heading back home now, and it's just afternoon, and we'll find something else that's semi-productive to do for the rest of the day. Whoa, ho, ho. We got some 90s blade action going on today. And there's a tree down in the field, so I pushed it over into the brush. And there were some guys that run cows back here, and I need to text them and say, hey, you might want to come and check out your hot wire. The wire's still in one piece, okay? I just may have had to push through it to get all this stuff over here. But everything's okay. Everything's fine. You all remember the 4320 and duals project, right? Well, remember how the studs weren't long enough? Well, I got that solved. I'm still missing several nuts, but those are on the way. It's about 9:30, and I've been in the shop for a while. I'm doing like I said, the studs. I'm sliding the hubs in just a little bit, just so it's a little more narrow. Actually, the duals are wider than the main tires by about 1 inch, maybe a little bit more. You can see they're wider. So I'm sliding it in just a little bit to make it look like 30-inch rows a little bit closer. Anyways, I'm going to get the new studs knocked into this hub, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I'm actually going to take this bottom U-bolt out, because the top one, which is already out, half of the thread stripped out, so I don't want to chance a dual going flying. So I'm just going to replace that, and for the meantime, I'm going to put this bottom bolt up here because it'll be easier to put the new one on in this position here, because it's further away from the wheel weight. Also, I have a date tomorrow. Go me. For reference, today is Friday. March 31st. If you know, you know. These are M&W 9-bolt hubs, and these studs that I have are significantly longer. Actually, I'll go find an old one real quick. Okay, here's the old stud in my right hand, and here's the new one on the left. Yeah, this is a lot better. So we actually have a little bit of thread sticking proud. They didn't have precisely the size that I wanted, but longer, typically better, especially when it comes to bolts. So these, they've got this portion here that'll flatten out when you pound it into place. Like I said, they're M&W 9-bolt hubs, so you need 9 of them. Now here's the fun part of putting new studs in these hubs, which is the hammer action. Basically do that 9 times and you're there. So for the sake of not having a bunch of hammering on camera, I'm not going to video this part. This little U-bolt has chosen war today. We're going to use the old hot wrench here to make it fit. Well, the U-bolt came out of the hole, but it won't go back in. I don't know why. And the grass puppy over there in the shop, in the other side of the shop, needs to leave. You hear that? The cow needs to be out of the shop. She's right back there. She can hear me. She knows she needs to leave, but she won't do it. Here's a demonstration. Bolt no fit. So we're going to use the torch to heat up the U part down here and make it fit. Part where it actually bends and make it fit into the hole. You see there it bent, but I was not prepared or ready for it to do so. There's a simple solution. I'm gonna go grab a glove, pick it back up, chuck it back up in the vise, and bend it a little bit more. It's like that Jerry Reed guy said, when you're hot, and when we're not. Still not fitting. Back to the vise. Okay, I heated the opposite side of it that time, and now it looks like we're actually straight on both sides. And wouldn't you know it, we went just a little bit too far that time. However, I have this nice little friend here that can take care of that problem. All it needed was the slightest tappity tap to send it on home. I had to employ some interesting methods to get this dual on by myself without the use of the forklift, which includes a ratchet strap and some sketchy things. Take the 8400 and push them back into the ditch so that when Dad's at that place this afternoon putting on the ammonia, he didn't have to go around trees. This is the epitome of 90s awesomeness. Oh yeah, 8400. Oh yeah, dozer things, and yes, the hood is dented. That happens on a blade tractor quite often, actually. And just like that, we're already heading home. All that operation was pushing trees that Rob had taken out with the backhoe, pushing them into a pile in the corners of the field. And then hopefully this fall, after the corn's out, we'll drag all that crap into the middle of the field and burn it and get rid of it for good. And maybe my landlord will let me take out more next year. Of course, gotta knock the dirt off the blade. Don't want it in the gravel. Ho ho ho. I think we're gonna play with the 70-20 today. Ah, man. Need to put a cup holder in here. Give it a little puff of ether. Maybe another puff of ether. Well, in the spots where there's not as much residue, it's doing okay, but lots of places it's doing that, just balling up with corn stalks, turning into a dump rake. Just not gonna work. I actually was able to finish working that little part of the creek bottom field, and then I found something probably more productive to do. So I hooked up the diamond harrow, checked the tires, and I greased the whole thing up, checked the chain tension. One of the tensioners does not want, like the jam nut does not want to back off, so I'm just going to pull it for a little while and then try it again. So I'm going to So Dad actually walked me through how to download some tillage files into the tractor so that it knows what I'm doing as far as like an operation goes. And I'm gonna go work some ground here close to home, just knock back the weeds because they're talking about more rain coming, and rain and high temperatures make things grow, as it turns out. Oh, let's grab my cool can cooler here so I can drink another ski while I'm working ground. Man, my life is pretty cool. I get to hop out of a 70-20 and get in a 9520 RX. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's head across the road and tear up some weeds. Why aren't my hydraulics doing anything? There they go. Life is very, very good right now. Woo! Whip into this corner. Oh yeah, I didn't even get into the yard. Now, this is at the big old house, which I do dearly love, and I am very much enjoying myself. I just wish we could take down these trees and plant that to grass. My mom called me and she said she's bringing pork burgers to the field. Can today get any better? And I'm on my very favorite farm to top it all off. Yep. Diamond harrowing. Getting along. Oh man, my lens is really blurry. There, that's a little bit better. Going about 10.5 miles an hour. Dust is flying. We're in the Menfro. Life is good. Now, I've got half a notion, once I'm done, it'll be about 10 o'clock, I've got half of a notion, only half, not anymore, maybe like 55% of a notion to get back in the 70-20 and go work the other, it's a 12-acre creek bottom field. Since it is good enough-ish to work, I just kind of feel bad for not doing it. All the 70-20 and then I just never use it, so might change that tonight. Well, I kind of changed that this afternoon, but it just didn't have a good chance to video any of it since I do actually have to pay a little bit of attention since there's no auto track or anything, and I don't want to make a giant mess of corn stalks. And I'm just about done with my last pass of end-rows. The backside of this place, we call it Louisa's because that's the name of the old lady who lived there, and or in the big house that's over there. But the backside lays a little bit funny. You really have to work it in 3 different fields, but it's really only one field. If you know, you know. But anyways, I'm about done, so then we are going to pack it back up and head home and maybe do some more 70-20 at night action. The only thing I don't like about this diamond harrow is that it takes so ridiculously long to fold and unfold. Oh no, my 45-foot wide implement takes more than 30 seconds to fold. Oh no, it's terrible. Yeah, this is gonna be a no because it's turning into a dump rig. Residue's just too heavy down here. Corn was too good. But man, this is a lot of fun to run. I just need to find the right kind of running to do this in. I found something that will go, and it's even mine. This is great. Best day ever. I've also got the tunes going, so I'm having a fantastic time. I just finished up this skinny 6-acre field here where my grandpa lives that I farm, and I think it's like 11:30. I think it's time to go home. So things that I have observed today: I need a 5-bar or 5-rank. Man, my hands are dirty. Field cultivator, such as a DMI Tiger Mate or a Case IH Tiger Mate or whatever, or even a Deere 960 or 980. This one is a John Deere 1000. It's only got three ranks of shovels, so it doesn't have as much clearance for trash and residue. It just cannot flow 200 plus bushel corn residue. And also another reason I want to go home. Let's wait till we get another flash back here. I promise it's actually thundering and lightning-ing down there. Come on. All right, whatever. The weather, there it is. I was just going to give up. Well, since you guys saw some of the inclement weather that's coming in, I think it's time to go home. And it's almost 11:30. Wow, it's kind of dark in this cab. If only I had a dome light. Well, that is so cool. It's also kind of remarkable that any of this stuff actually works. Ah, that's so neat. As soon as I get myself stopped here, I'm going to go work some more ground of my own because it's really, really weedy and I got to buy some time. Dad got the ammonia put on this farm yesterday, actually, and he said that it was not exactly going on the smoothest because of all the hen bit and the other winter annuals that are coming on pretty strong. And here behind us is slightly less green and purple. I don't know if we're necessarily going to plant right behind this, but this tillage operation is going to buy us some time. You know, if we don't get to this place for another 3 weeks, it won't be so ridiculously green that we won't be able to get through it. But it was heading that way. And I thought about coming over here and doing this with a 70-20 and my 1000 cultivator, but I don't think it would have handled this residue. This is a little too heavy. This is my last little 150 yards of end-rows here on the larger field. And when I say the larger field, I mean it's like 11 acres, which is like double the size of the other fields here. So there's only 25 acres here, but that's 25 acres that I didn't have 2 years ago, so I'm very grateful for it. And Dad mapped all this stuff with the RTK, and he was able to input where the tile inlets and the outlets as well are at. So there's an outlet right down here at the end of that ditch, or I guess the start of that ditch. Get folded up and go back home because I need to leave. I have meteorology class in 2 hours, and I have an hour and a half drive, and I might have a 10-minute walk. So I'm cutting it pretty close on my time today. Well, I'm in Columbia. I was only 5 minutes late for class. Now I'm on what we call the turkey farm, working for the university, and I've got about a quarter mile left on my walk back to the 7110 Magnum and a disc. And I'm gonna disc some areas in this field and then take it back to Bradford. And you know, just what a wacky and weird day. But it's been a good day. I'm having a lot of fun. Oh boy, the Schmagnum. I hope this is the one that has the working air conditioning, because it's hot today. Ooh. That's not cool. Yeah, it's kind of wet in some places out here. And very, very rough. Oh, man. If any of you guys have ever taken sod out of sod and into row crop production, you know how rough it is. And now I get to do the fun job of going and picking up sticks. However, this isn't anything I haven't done in the past, because that one piece of Withers Mill that I used to farm, it had those 8 acres of sod, and had to pick up sticks, and also any other places that we've like cleared out a fence row or something. Of course, you got to go back and pick up sticks, because you don't want to drag that crap through the field cultivator or hit it with the planter. That's not any fun. Oh. And this Magnum's nice, but it's not quite as nice as an 8R. Well, I got my ditches filled and the grass disked, so time to fold up. Josh is back there around the corner. He's checking out what I've gotten done. It's about a 15 to 20-ish minute drive from Turkey Farm back here to Bradford. And it's down a pretty narrow road. As much tax revenue as there is in Boone County, you'd figure that they could spend a little bit more on roads that people actually use like a lot. But oh no, we're gonna buy another hospital to go with the 50 other hospitals, and then not fund any of them at Mizzou. Well, this has been a crazy video. So I'm currently in the plant science building. I'm gonna get this thrown together and put up by the end of today. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.